Okay, this is the automatic course creator. And if you are looking for the fastest and most affordable way to launch your first or next course,
तो जाओ इस तरह करो, इसको जूम को जरा ओपन करो। ये साइमन भी नहीं था वन कॉइन में जो टॉप लीडर था, मतलब मास्टर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर, ठीक है, उसकी जूम है। तो जरा आए, जरा इधर का शक लगाते हैं, जरा चेक करो ये सिस्टम। ये वन कॉइन 50% वन कॉइन एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं।
It's a shame so many people struggle with the most common teeth and gum problems when this simple 30-second bedtime
Welcome everyone to this presentation and this international Zoom meeting, and I believe you can hear me very well. If you're Simon, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, that's great, wonderful. I really appreciate and welcome to everyone on this Zoom meeting, and people are around here from different countries. And I really appreciate and welcome everyone's efforts. So some people have a nighttime here, and some been struggling and waking up to listen the good news and beautiful voices of our speakers. And Michael is just coming, and he's just a little bit late. But we have Simon here, and beautiful Simon. You're looking very beautiful, astonishing today. Hopefully, everyone will enjoy today this presentation, and we just we are waiting purposely so some more people join. Some people struggle and to find the joining link. Some people like download Zoom who are coming first time, and but we do appreciate your hard efforts in coming on board. And today there will be some fantastic news coming up, and there will be fantastic sharing from the Michael about the company, and about this super week, the way we can get some discounts and some astonishing offer which were never done in past from the company, and definitely what is more to come. Obviously, I don't want to ruin you the surprise, and you will listen from the speakers as well. Okay, so you have just few minutes. Please do invite your teams. Come on, people, share in your groups the joining link and invite them. Right now, this is your time. You should invite, everyone should invite at least 4, 5, 6, 10 people. The more people comes, they will be motivated, get motivated, and obviously they will be building your big teams all around the country. You can invite from anywhere. Okay, because this is in English communication, English in Zoom. So people, you can invite from people, Canada, America, USA, like UK, Europe, anywhere where Australia, anywhere where you have links. Yeah, you can invite people on this Zoom, and I believe you have done already, but I just want to remind you. Okay, just want to clear your time basically. Okay, so if you just take your phone, if someone is waking up somewhere, there could be like different time, so just send them a message if they are free, come on, jump on Zoom, because there's astonishing very good opportunity, and maybe that person could be waiting for your message to join this meeting. Okay, so Simon, so Michael is here. I invite the Michael to take the mic and start the Zoom presentation. Thank you, Michael. Over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I apologize for the 6-minute delay. I was out in a meeting, but barely got in on time. What did I miss? What did I miss? Simon, Sherry, did I miss anything?
No, you didn't miss anything. I was just inviting and telling them to invite
Just
more
let me
people.
get this.
Yeah.
Okay. So today is actually a very, it's a little different from the other. Excuse me, I'm a little bit out of breath. I just got back in. This week is going to be different. It's going to be more interesting, more. This Zoom call, I'm going to mention one or two things which have not been said in all the other previous 10 plus Zoom calls that we have had with you, gentlemen and ladies, because a lot is going to happen this week before the end of the week regarding the BLNX token. Simon, I mentioned, I touched on this in the last Zoom call. So I don't want to say everything because I want it all to happen all at once in one day to, just to have the element of surprise. However, yeah, everything everyone's been waiting for, it's finally happening this week. So that's on a separate note. Simon or Sherry, could you please one last time just touch base on what the presentation is on today. Excuse me for again not being 100% ready. It's again, it's been a very busy last 48 72 hours. My focus has been 100% on the crypto development team. So yeah, again, is this like the usual presentations we always do, correct? Or is there anything
No,
specific?
basically, today we will just like summarize the things. So in part one, you'll do about the company and the short introduction of BLNX launching next week. Then we'll
This
go to
week.
the part two, like promotion, what's going on. Then like leaders will be sharing in the part three. So basically, you're going to cover like what about the company and the short introduction of BLNX launching next week, and the promotion and how to take advantage of this program. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, gotcha. Okay, then one last time, ladies, gentlemen, thank you for being here. Good evening and good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. So starting from zero, Bullionx, many years ago, launched as didn't launch, but a company opened as a gold mining company in South Africa. That's the basics of it. It has always been a private entity, private company, right? And it has been very hard over the last 2, 3, 6 months to integrate into the current market, especially, most of you here, the majority, 99% of you here are marketers, right? Public, either not, I don't want to say public figures, but public marketers. And for us, it has been very difficult to insert ourselves in this niche, because again, the niche we come from is, as I always mention in every single Zoom call, very private. The gold industry, the gold sector is private. It's for a very small niche in general, because it's for people who buy gold, by tens and dozens and hundreds of kilos. So inserting ourselves into this marketing world, it has been, it's been a challenge, but we're pushing through that, and thankfully we've had and have very good leaders such as Simon, Sherry here, which have helped us a lot. get into this in this sector in a way that is in a way that we're able to promote, in a way that we're able to show transparency and trust. However, it's been a challenge, so we're working on it. However, yes, Bullionx started as a gold mining company, and just now, recently, over the last 6 plus 8 months, Bullionx decided to eventually get onto the Johannesburg stock exchange, so to officially go public. I've mentioned in many Zoom calls, right? Oh, we've gone public. Well, technically, officially public is when you're on the exchange, on the stock exchange, right? What I have meant, and what I've always talked about, and what Alexander Zarubin has also touched on in the last Zoom calls, is that we have public in the sense of, like, we don't just deal with private clients, with private entities, like, the multi-millionaires and billionaires that usually are in the gold business, that buy hundreds of kilos a month, with yearly long contracts, right? So just recently we decided, given the current demand, that is how gold in general has skyrocketed in 2024, because of, as I mentioned in every single Zoom call, the instability of the world we live in. As sad as as the reality is, we live in a world where there's always chaos, there's always wars, there's always someone wanting to kill the other. And what does this do? When it creates panic, what do people do? They hide. They want to feel, they go to what they consider shelter. They go to what they consider safe. And for hundreds and even thousands of years, the one thing that has always, the longer something exists, the more you can trust it, right? That's usually how it is. The longer something is, whether that be a relationship, a place you live in, whatever that may be, the more you know somebody, or the more a company has been alive, the more you can trust it, right? New things, nobody likes new things. Nobody likes new relationships. No, I mean, well, they do, sure, but you know what I mean, right? So gold is that one thing that has always been on planet Earth since any of us even existed. Your grandparents, your grandfathers, it's been around since, the empires, the Roman Empire, the Chinese Empire, whatever, it was built on this earth, and the amount that exists is all that will ever exist. And we, as a society, we value that which is rare. The harder it is to get something, the more we want it, right? That's why we, examples I give in every Zoom call, going to the gym and getting abs. Why do people like abs? Is it anything special? For men, I mean, right? Why do people like abs? Do girls like abs? Is it anything special? Like, no, it's just subconsciously, oh, that is hard to get. It means that man worked very hard and is very disciplined. That's why that has value. When you see people in Lamborghinis or whatever that may be, they're like, oh, that is very hard to get. So they must have done something differently. What I'm getting at is the harder it is to get something, the more we want it. Picasso paintings, whatever that may be, right? So in our case, gold, right? It's rare. There's a specific amount. It's very hard to find. You can't just go on the street and then find it, right? So that's why we value it. That's why society values it. So with all that said, the gold industry is a very stable, long-term industry in general. Gold as it is. You just can open a chart. You don't have to listen to me. Just open a chart, the gold chart over the last 20, 30 years. And yes, it's slow, but it's stable. It continues to go up as time goes by. Every 10 years, it's always going up. However, the last year, things went parabolic. And the last year, things were parabolic, especially after COVID, because the more years pass, the more problems keep arising on today's planet, right? Many, some people here, if you're in your 50s or 60s, right? And even when I talk to my parents, right, they're like, from the 60s, from the 70s, from the 50s, they're like, there were no problems back then. I wouldn't know, but they're like, there were no problems back then. In the 70s, in the 80s, everyone was happy. They rode their bicycles, they had their black and white TV, whatever it is. There were no real issues. In 100 years, there were 2 wars. Now we have wars every other year, right? So I'll get to the point. Point being, the more problems continue to arise, the faster things such as gold rise in value. That's why gold went from 50 something thousand dollars per kilo to 90 the other day. It almost hit a new record the other day. And in my opinion, in my humble opinion, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse in today's world, unfortunately. Again, that's just my opinion. Things get harder, things are more complicated, more jobs are lost. So I genuinely believe gold will continue to go up in ways we can't even imagine. Bank of America predicted that this year, 1 kilo of gold would reach 105,000 per kilo. Now it's barely almost at 90, right? So Bullionx started as a gold mining company. And given the demand, excuse me, by the way, if the internet goes away or something, please let me know. But given the demand in 2024, we decided, well, the company overall decided that it would be interesting to explore not just staying within the African continent, not just staying within South Africa, but to play around, play a bit, and see, hey, let's find a way to expand, not because there's necessarily a need, because there's more demand than there is supply. So generally, that's a good thing. You're doing well, right? You're doing well if there's more demand than supply. But it's like McDonald's, right? If you have a McDonald's across the street and it's too packed, what do? You build a second one across the street, or you build a third one. So the more people want it, the more you can, scale up. So that's when we thought, okay, let's start a marketing campaign, let's start a marketing sector to get more average people, to get the average people to be interested in gold in a way that then can they market it for us. Because again, gold, when have you ever seen a gold company market themselves? And there's no real reason to do that. Just as I say, Rolls Royce and Lamborghini, you don't see advertisements. Everybody knows who they are, right? But again, but the people who actually buy them are a relatively small niche. Same thing here. We're not necessarily looking for people to come and put 100 million in a month in gold, right? But it would be interesting to maybe adapt to today's world, adapting to today's world, which is again not just necessarily gold, but the crypto industry. To adapt to the crypto industry, be more well known. So that's when we thought, okay, let's start with a marketing campaign, and that's why we are all here today. So when we decided to take this road, one of our close friends, Alexei Slutsky, personal friend, I met him afterwards, but personal friend of Alexander Zarubin. He's now acting as a CMO of the company. He's done an amazing job. He has his own ways of doing things. We're very, very different, very different. Simon knows this pretty well. We're very different in character and the way we speak and do things. However, it's good. It brings balance. And so they started this whole marketing campaign. I don't know much about marketing. I'm more of the financial person. I see things long term. I look at the numbers. I'm like, okay, how can this work in a year? How can this work in 5 years? So I'm more of like the strict person within the company, the bad guy, so to speak, unfortunately. And so we started this marketing campaign. We're like, okay, let's bring new people in. Let's have them talk about Bullionx in a way that is profitable for them, that they make money, and that we get to be well known. Why? So that we can start opening gold stores. I mean, we can open gold stores tomorrow, right? I'll talk about this a little later in the presentation, but opening gold stores, physical gold stores, for people to start seeing Bullionx. What is that? What kind of company is that? Gold. I mean, everybody knows what gold is, but what do they do? So before doing any of this, marketing is important. We want the world to know about this specific gold mining company, gold, potentially later investment company. So we thought, okay, let's get into this whole package. The packages you all know, right? Where you earn percentages daily, right? Alexei, he told me about, hey, look, in marketing, usually there's, this referral system, everything you gentlemen and ladies know already, right? This is your area of expertise, right? These marketing systems, which I personally, obviously, being in a niche business where this does not exist, it was a hard pill to swallow at first. We're like, that's very, I don't want to say low level, but it's different from what we're used to. We're businessmen who deal with people that, they come in, they're like, okay, let's make a $100 million a month contract for this amount of gold. It's different. It's a different world. So it took a while for us to adapt to it, especially from Mr. Alexander. So it took a while for him. But we decided, okay, let's get ordinary people, normal people, to benefit from these packages, such as like 2%, 1.5%, 3%, whatever it is daily, for them to be as loud as possible, talk about Bullionx as much as possible, and start getting well known all around the world, Asia, Latin America, Europe, Africa, everywhere, right? So that is our way of marketing, by paying these percentages. Now, for the people who are new here, where do these high percentages come from? Very simple. Again, all this information is on the site, by the way. However, that's why we're all here, to make it more interactive. Simply put, for those who don't know, just like before going to the gold example, I'll talk about Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Again, examples Simon and Cherry have heard a million times. Whenever you gentlemen or ladies see a shirt at Louis Vuitton or Gucci, and it costs $500, $600, we are all smart enough to understand that it doesn't cost $500 to make that shirt, and that shirt is not worth anywhere near $500. It's worth $10, $17, maybe not even that, to actually produce it, right? They just sell it at like 1,000% extra, right? So, and that's how they earn their profits, right? And when Louis Vuitton and Gucci market, maybe they choose people such as Messi or Leonardo DiCaprio, whoever they may choose. They give them, hey, look, you're going to earn 20% on the sales, right? And you say, wow, how can you be paying 20%? Hey, look, I'm making 1,000% on the shirt. Of course I can pay you 20%. Who cares? It makes no difference to them to be paying Messi millions of dollars, because they're making hundreds of millions of dollars. So what does this have to do with Bullionx? The average cost, again, it varies. It depends, okay? The average cost in general, not just Bullionx, but for people who know what they're doing, to mine 1 kilo of gold is roughly 30 to 38, 40 maximum-ish $1,000 per kilo to mine. So per every kilo of gold that is mined, it costs roughly $35,000, $38,000. We're talking doré here, because there's two types of gold. There's the doré is the one that's unrefined, so like 97% purity, 96, 95. And then once it goes through the refining process, then it's 99.999999, right? So that's the average cost. So, and then we sell the gold to either people who want to then resell it to other people, or direct buyers, who then sell it in their jewelry store, whatever that may be, right? And we resell it for what? 50,000 per kilo, 56, 72. It depends. It depends on the client. It depends on the business. It depends who we're selling it to. So by these numbers, you understand that it's relatively easy for the company to make a profit of 40%, 38%. It depends how fast we want it out. It depends what the demand is in that moment. It depends who the client is, how much they're buying. Just like Costco. You go to Costco, the water is 60 cents per bottle. Per bottle. If you buy 100, if you buy 20, then it's 80 cents per bottle, right? It depends on the quantity. If you buy things in bulk, okay. Same thing here. So that's how the company earns most of their money, by by selling it at a profit of 30%, 28%, 42%, right? So you understand that with these numbers, obviously, I mean, it's not obvious. There's many greedy people out there and greedy businesses, but with these percentages, we have no problem paying out 2% per day. Like respectfully, it sounds funny, right? It's like, hey, you're making 40, 38, 32, whatever the number may be that day, it varies. Of course, you can have your 2%. And you, ladies and gentlemen, are more than happy with 2%. We're like, wow, that's a lot. Yes, but instead of making 36, we're making 34. So what? And then, of course, there's the referrals, right? That's the bigger part. Honestly, the percentages that users make daily, those are the simple numbers, because they're steady. I, as the financial person in the company, I know how long it can last. Okay, I know that by paying 2% per year, 2% per day, 365 days, I know exactly what's going to come out. I see things a year and a half advance, 2 years in advance. That's easy. Where most of the money comes out is in the referral to the great leaders and ambassadors that we have here today in general, right? The 5%, the 6%, the 7%, the 2%, the 1%, the downline, all that. That is, yeah, thank you, Simon. Simon, correct? Or who's sharing? Yes, Simon, thank you. So that's where the larger percentages go, okay? But again, if you understand the numbers that I just spoke about, the 20%, 30% a day, you understand that, yeah, in the short run, we're not making as much as usual. But again, it's part of every business. You got to invest. This is also, Bullionx is investing in their marketing. When some people ask us, what's your marketing budget? This is the marketing budget. This is where all the money's going out. Hundreds of thousands going out every single day, if not more. I haven't checked lately, but the amount of money that goes out every day in this is a lot. So that is the marketing budget when we're asked, what's your marketing budget? It's every single day, and the marketing budget goes up every single day. There's more and more money coming out every day, right? But again, people are doing a great job. Users are increasing. Everything's going according to plan. So that's, yeah, again, that's part of the business, and it's normal. Nothing crazy out there. What I do like to remind everybody every time is that, for the very basic questions, excuse me, I need to drink. The basic question that I like to, that I get asked a lot is like, how long can this last? Can you keep up with these numbers? And the easy answer is no, of course not. Of course, these numbers are not sustainable forever. And anybody who would even tell you, yes, of course, we can continue to pay 20%, 10% every single day forever and ever. I'm not going to say what they are, but you know what those people are called. No, those numbers are not forever. That's why, okay, if it's not forever, then what's going to happen? The answer is easy. Numbers go down. Percentages change. And that, again, as I mentioned in every Zoom call, it's normal. Like in every business, I gave examples. Again, examples I always give is like when Uber Eats started in Canada in 2018, I think it was, they were paying insane amount of money per delivery. People were making $38, $40, $60 an hour delivering food. Go to Uber Eats now, go to Deliveroo, tell me how much you make in an hour. They were paying a lot at the beginning to attract new people, to attract new users. That was their marketing budget. Everyone in the city, I had friends in Vancouver that were, talking about, oh wow, Uber Eats, I'm making $300, $400 a day delivering food. I was like, really? That's insane. And that was their marketing budget. Now you don't make that money. The numbers change. The wages change. Another last example I'll give on this, the Big Mac meal. Everyone knows McDonald's here, right? Big Mac meals used to cost $3.99, $6.99. Now it's 20 euros if you want a Big Mac meal. Prices change. The economy changes. It's normal. So here, same thing. I'm letting you know in advance. I'm telling you in advance. No, these 5% level 1 bronze is not going to be 5% forever. It used to be 6, just a month plus ago, right? So they change. A month from now, it could be 4. Could be 4.5. We don't know. We evaluate every time. I mean, in this case, no, these are staying the same because we've spoken about this. It wasn't a document that was released, but numbers will change per year. Okay. There's documents out there with a confirmation of these numbers and everything. So please do read that. And we published that after one of our last excuse me, after one of our last Zoom calls. So, there's certain numbers that are not going to change because, it would be unfair for those to change. However, over the last 30 days, there were a lot of changes. People complain, it was the beginning, and rightfully so. However, do keep in mind that, yeah, these numbers will not be around forever. I'm talking, 2027, 2028. These numbers will change. By 2030, I'm pretty sure the whole marketing sector will be closed. But again, that's 5 years from now. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But yeah, that's to answer any questions from anybody that worries about percentages. It's like eventually they'll change because marketing will come to an end and the company will continue to operate as always. However, what is going to what is going to stay is what we're going to talk about here today. Gold stores and the Bullionx token. Not so when we started this whole marketing structure, marketing campaign, people were asking, we were thinking, how do we get this out there? Okay, let's start marketing to the gold communities. We're a gold company. We market to gold communities. People who buy gold, again, they're multimillionaires or billionaires, right? They're not a gold. There is no gold community on Twitter, on Telegram. You know what I'm talking about? So we were thinking, okay, that's not going too well. What is the largest community out there? And that's when Alexei, he mentioned, the crypto community. That's why we're all here today. crypto community is one of the largest communities out there, right? You got Pokemon community, whatever, there's different communities out there, but talking about money and investment, that is the crypto community. So we thought, okay, let's get the crypto community. But we're not a crypto, we're not a crypto company. We're not an exchange. We have nothing to do with crypto. That's when people thought, okay, some ideas came to the table. Okay, let's launch our own crypto. And excuse me. And that's when we said, no, absolutely. We don't want to mess with any of that. We are serious businessmen. We don't want to stain our reputation by, launching a crypto token just like everybody's doing. But then again, President Trump just launched his own crypto. So, what, everyone's launching their crypto at this point, but okay, fine. That doesn't mean we have to do the same thing, right? We want to do things in a way that stands by our values. And what we think when we think of gold is delayed gratification, right? Something that is long-term and that is very, very unlikely to damage you in the long run. So, okay, they finally convinced us, and Alexander was very anti this, but they finally convinced us, okay, let's do the crypto token. Okay. So we thought of BLNX, a token that has a maximum supply. Again, this week is going to be crazy. So everything I'm telling you now, there's going to be more happening in the next 72 hours before Friday. Okay, so stay tuned. But yeah, initially we were going to have a specific amount, but now the confirmed maximum token amount is 250 billion tokens. That's what's going to be out there for in supply, 250 billion. And it's going to be divided into 3 different parts. There's going to be 40 billion that are going to be up in the smart contract, up for sale, that people can buy and sell. There's going to be 40 billion that are going to be in a burn address. For those who don't know what that means, it's an address that you can manually burn the tokens. And that's exactly what it means. Burn means you take them out of supply. They don't exist anymore. There's not going to be 250 billion. There's going to be 210 billion one day, right? And the way these are burned are, the more capital is poured into Bullionx, the more tokens are going to be burnt. All the specifics are in the documents, please, and some videos. Feel free to check that out. So what does that mean for the people who invest in the token? It means that the token that you hold becomes rarer and rarer, just like Picasso paintings, just like limited edition Lamborghinis, just like in general, yes, anything that is rare, like Pokemon cards from the 90s, 2000s, whatever that may be, it becomes more rare, thus more desirable, and thus more valuable. Okay, so that's a very important aspect. That's a very important aspect of the BLNX token. Now, utility. This is something that has changed in the last 72 hours, and a lot of new things have been added, and you're going to be one of the first. After Simon and Sherry, you're going to be one of the first to hear about this. So congratulations for being in this Zoom call. So the initial utility, the only utility that it used to have that we thought of, was Bullionx holders are going to be able to use the BLNX token. Thank you, Simon, for showing yes, this is the burn function. Yeah, all this you can see in the PDF. All this, all these little details, please check out the PDF, give it a look. Again, there's new information in today's Zoom call, so it's not all on there. Every time we have to update it, but it's going to be, everything's going to be out this week, so there's no even need to update the PDF, honestly. So the main utility of BLNX is, for any holders of BLNX, you are going
We lost your signal, Michael.
to be able to use your BLNX to buy physical Bullionx stores around. So we'll be slowly opening gold stores in the capitals of wherever the main leaders have done the most work. Right now there's a requirement, the requirement for Bullionx to open a gold store, 100% paid by the company, by the way, right, is roughly $3 million. $3 million brought by your whole structure. That may sound like a lot, but we already have people who have brought in more than $1 million in the last month. So it's coming. It's coming very, very soon. And there's many people who have already who are already ready for the info centers. We offer all leaders who have made 300,000 plus in structure, in real USDT, we offer them, open info centers for them. So I'm currently waiting on two people actually to come up with, real estate information, office locations, budget, everything. And then Bullionx is just ready, to sign whatever has to be signed and pay whatever has to be paid for people to have their info centers in their cities, so that people can come, they can talk to you in person, get some coffee, talk about Bullionx, just like an office space. It's just like information. That's it. So many people have already met the requirements, and that's in the works. I'm just waiting, as CFO, I'm just waiting for the green light from them to get that going. However, the interesting part is, these gold stores where you can go, you can buy gold, 10 grams, 100 grams, whatever it is you may be, earrings for your girlfriend, or or a bracelet if you're a man, or whatever you want to get, right? And you're getting it at numbers have not been confirmed, but they're going to be anywhere between 1 and 5% discount on physical gold. So if 1 kilo of gold is 90,000, you'll be able to buy 1 kilo of gold for 81,000, 82,000, 85,000, whatever the number may be. Again, it's not been confirmed. So you'll be able to pay thousands of dollars less if you pay with the BLNX token. Yep. All around the world, crypto's used. You go to Dubai, you can buy cars with crypto, you can buy apartments with crypto, but you pay the price, the normal market price. You can buy gold right now. You can go to Dubai, buy gold at a store, pay in crypto, sure. But you don't just pay the market price, you pay a premium on top of it. So you lose on it. And it's not an investment, you're losing money on it. You're just buying it for yourself because you want a gold watch or a bracelet, whatever. In this case, Bullionx will offer anybody with with the BLNX tokens to buy gold at a discount. What does that mean? It means you're not just getting a good deal, but for the ones interested in flipping, for those of you who know the term flipping, you can buy gold 1 kilo instead of 90, you buy it at 82, 83, 84. Then you can sell it at 87, 88, and you make money off of it. But this is a great way to have the BLNX token constantly circulating. The demand is going to be, again, I'm no god, but it's pretty logical to think that the demand for BLNX token is going to be so high that we do believe it's gonna skyrocket. And the idea isn't just what pumps and dumps are, right? We're not interested in somebody just quickly buying the token and then selling it for whatever reason. We need it to be circulating all the time. So again, more people talk about it. We're not looking to be number one on CoinMarketCap. We're just looking to have a coin that is always circulating, always moving, always switching hands, not for it to always just sit there. Some people can make money off of it, sure, make money off of it, but you don't need to hold it necessarily to make money off of it. You can use it. And this is one of the main utilities that it's going to have. Now, there's a new utility that has been added, that is being added this week. And again, you're going to be all the first to hear. Even Simon hasn't heard this part. So get ready for this. Now, two things before I get to it. One thing before I get to it. One, there's going to be, because of the increase in supply that we discussed with the crypto developers this week, because we used to have, for those who don't know, we were going to have 114 billion, and we just changed it. We changed it to 250, right? So 136 billion more. What are we going to do with those 136 billion? We have had a lot of requests from people saying, can we buy the coin? Can we buy the coin? Please let us buy the coin. We're like, hey, you're getting 100,000 for free by just registering, but people want millions. People want more coins, right? So we've been getting this request so much. But again, I was not a fan, and I'm not a fan of selling something that does not exist yet, right? I'm not a fan of that. I don't like to do the promises. Me personally, and most of the people in the company were like, let's have something out there for people to see, and then we can put it for sale. And, if they really want that. However, the demand has been so high, and people want this so badly. We're like, okay, let's increase the supply and make a sector of that for people who really want to buy it, to pre-sale, a pre-sale of the token. So there's going to be 136 billion BLNX tokens in the next couple of hours, in the next couple of days, that are going to be up for sale for people to physically buy and receive. However, you're going to ask, okay, where's the smart contract? This is also going to be out on the same day. Smart contract will be out on the same day, same 24, 48 hours this week. It's all happening this week, ladies and gentlemen. These two things, smart contract, Binance chain, all of this is going to be on the same day, if not within 24 hours apart. However, we will be having, as I was saying, this pre-sale where people can buy the BLNX token if they want more than what they already have in their wallet. The price, how much? It's going to be let me just triple check if we confirmed it. Yes, we confirmed it. It's going to be a 70-30 ratio. I'll explain. If you want to buy right now, based on the what's it called? Based on the tokens that are being given away and the tokens that are being earned, per every $100 invested, you receive 100,000, right? Many people pointed out that that puts the token at a price of 0.001. Of course, it's not on the market yet, so that's just the current number within the system, right? So it's not an official number. It's just between us. It's between inside the company, 0.001. So people can, at that rate, be buying BLNX token, except they can be paying 70% with any of the tokens most of your communities have, whether that be OES, whether that be Pi, whether that be OFT, Putcoin, and now there's a few new ones who are being added this week. I have to triple check now, but there's many, many new ones that are being added. Those are also being accepted. 70% of the price you can buy with those tokens and 30% with USDT. Packages will range from 250,000 BLNX, so $250 worth, up to, I don't recall the maximum. I think we capped at 2,500 to 10 million tokens. I think it's a maximum you can currently buy. Thank you, Simon. Yes, these tokens. Do excuse me, I'm not up to date with all the names. There again, a lot is happening this week, and I'm fully focused on the cryptos right now, so I'm not up to date with the names. But yes, any of the tokens you see below, those are tokens that can be accepted at a 70-30 ratio. So just off the top of my head, I'll give you one example. 250,000 BLNX, $250. You just pay $75 in USDT, and the rest can be paid with one of these tokens. And again, 250,000 BLNX. I think the next one is 500,000, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. And I think we stop at 10 million. However, if there's people who want to buy more, that can be discussed privately. But these are going to be the packages that are going to be out. Again, the documents are going to be out. The video is going to be out. It's all being done by the creative team. All the creatives, all the social media. It's going to be everywhere this week. It's going to be everywhere this week. And the site is going to be, it's a separate site that is being done currently just for this launch, just for this pre-sale. So stay tuned. You're going to be able to buy the 136 billion of them. And on the website, you're going to be able to see the amount decreasing because, again, we've gotten a lot of people saying, rightfully, we want to know how much is left. We need to know, how quickly to act. So again, a lot of requests for this. So we're doing our best to do to provide what the community is asking for. Again, remember, we do also have a parallel business to run. That's why I mentioned very many times, I haven't made it public yet, but I'm already finally working side by side with a second CFO who's going to take control of all this, and I'll be presenting him to you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next week or two maximum, to take some work off my shoulders because I have other private matters to attend with the main part of the company. However, as I've always mentioned, and I told Simon, I have a direct line with Simon and WhatsApp, and so I'm always here. I'm always in contact for any urgent meetings. However, he will be the face, the new person coming. He will be the face of the financial part of the company. Alexander Zarubin, you've all met. So again, that's I'm sure Simon finally needs. There's going to be a meeting soon. But again, that's between them. I have other matters to attend. However, I do enjoy these Zoom calls, and it's my pleasure. So going back to the pre-sale, yes, it's going to happen this week. Smart contract is going to be out this week. Everything is going to be out this week. Now for the important part, for the more interesting part. You get the token, okay, everybody's happy, right? You get to buy the token, you get to enjoy the token, you don't just have to register, you don't necessarily have to, invest in the packages and all that. However, there's going to be a second utility for the Bullionx token. Not just the gold store or discount. Just like we just showed that there's all the tokens down there that you can use to open packages. you're going to be able to use the BLNX token also to open more packages. And most likely, we're thinking of a 50-50% forever. We're thinking of a 50-50% for all of 2025. Again, don't quote me on this. The official document will be out later this week. However, that is the most logical thing. That is the most healthy thing for the company, for the users, for the people here to keep everything in-house, to make it give more reasons for people to keep the circulation going. We are not interested for people to buy, for things to go up in price and then just stay there and then just go down, buy and sell, buy and sell. We need it to keep going. That's what makes something valuable. That's what makes something useful. Again, nobody's here interested in a pump and dump. We want the tokens to be valuable long term and not just say, hey, did you hear about the summer 2025? That token, oh yeah, it went up like crazy. People made a lot of money. What is it doing now? Oh, it's down there. It just got lost in nothing. No, the whole point is for this to switch hands, for it to always be switching hands, buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. If people want to buy gold, can they get the tokens? Can they get the tokens as well? What do you mean? Can they get? Of course. Again, it's going to be on a smart contract. You can buy them later there, of course. So that is the whole point. We're trying to give the maximum amount of the tokens to be given to all of you who are here today. You are the people who deserve it the most because you took the largest risk. When you're new to a project, I mean, we've been around for more than 6 months at this point. Within this industry, from what I've heard from the marketing team and other type of similar projects, which, it's not really our thing, but we do hear that that's a long time. Usually, they shut down pretty quickly. But no, again, the whole point is to make things long term, years and years and years, right? So this is the best idea the development team thought, and I approved this completely. Again, as a financial person, again, I'm not a crypto financial person, but all these numbers add up. I'm very confident in this. I like it. And I just gave the green light pretty much very, very fast. It was this weekend we were talking about this. This weekend I was full on this. So do excuse me, Sherry, Simon, I haven't been answering too many of your messages lately. I've been fully laser focused on this. So now you know what's happening behind the closed doors. So these are the two new utilities for the token. And we think that it's going to make people very, very hungry for the token. That way, again, we also don't want people to just get lost in the token and forget about, the 2% daily that they can earn on the packages, because they're different things. They're parallel things. So this is why we thought, let's join those two. Let's get people excited for the token, buy the token. For those of you who already have it, please enjoy. You already have the token. You can already get it back into the system at a very, very nice percentage. Or have the new people just buy the token and then put it back into the system. Now for the most important part regarding the actual token itself, because now we get into tokenomics of crypto. Fine, that's great. The smart contract's going to be out, the token's going to be out, but that is worth nothing if there's no liquidity in the system, for those of you who know. If there's no BNB, because we're on the Binance Smart Chain, Simon really insisted on this, and many people insisted on this for it to be on the Binance Smart Chain. It took us like a month to finally come to the conclusion that we're like, fine, look, everyone's asking for it. I like Ethereum personally, but yeah, sure, it's expensive. It's not for everybody. It's not for the small player. So sure, fine, okay, you can have it on BNB. Enjoy. So that's obviously official. It's all going to be on the Binance Smart Chain this week, and so yeah, the utility's there, everything's there, but the liquidity is the one thing. I mean, the users can bring liquidity by putting USDT and all that, sure, BNB, but that's not enough. What the token needs for it to be healthy on the blockchain, for those who know, is a healthy pool, a healthy liquidity pool. What do I mean? Anything that has over 500,000, I mean, 500,000 is still very little, honestly, but the good liquidities pool have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million plus. The Trump token that just launched a few days ago has 500 million in liquidity, 500, 600, 400 million dollars in liquidity, meaning that it has the equivalent. I mean, that was in Solana, so it has a lot of Sol inside it. So what the BLNX token is going to need to live healthily in a healthy way on the blockchain is going to need millions of dollars in liquidity. So this is where we also thought, okay, well, we don't expect people to come in and just dump millions in it. So how can we help the token? How can we make it healthy? This is where the pre-sale is really going to help. It's going to help you, and it's going to help the liquidity pool. I'll explain. I did the math, and 136 billion tokens that are going to be up for pre-sale this week assuming everybody, those 136 million, 136 billion are bought, that will give roughly 30 to 40 million dollars will come in from that pre-sale. So we thought, okay, 30, 40 million, let's put 10 million, again, 5, 10 million in BNB into the liquidity pool. And that will just make things, that will just like put the token in it. It'll make it so liquid that even that is too much money, because people are just, there's not as many people to actually even take that money out. Anyway, so that will put the token at such a reputation that I have nothing else to add. You can just go and check tokens. Again, just comparing to the Trump token, which has 500 million, 5 million, 10 million is good. It's a 10 times less, but no, not 10 times less, a 100th less. But again, we're comparing to a presidential token, so I'm not going to, plus that's all completely manipulated by the top oligarchs around the world, let's be honest. But yeah, so that is, and again, there's going to be a roadmap. I mean, it's a fairly short roadmap. It's a 1-month roadmap. It's not like it's going to last forever. It's like, the launch, the smart contract, the pre-sale, and Bullionx will be acting as a liquidity provider, an LP. So once the pre-sale is over, again, you're all getting very, very fresh new information. This is not out anywhere. You're all hearing it for the first time. But this will be, again, not today, but in the next 48 hours, 72 hours, the document will be out, the video will be out, the smart contract will be out, all this will be out. And that is the most important thing, because again, the pre-sale is great, the utility is great, all that stuff is great. But the BLNX/BNB pool is going to be very important. So for all of you to know that Bullionx will be providing a big part of those 30, 40 million dollars into the liquidity pool, because without it, it makes no sense. So keep that in mind, share that around. It's in everybody's interest. It's in our interest for that token to be liquid, for that token to be used, to then, be brought into the company for packages or for, gold buying. So make everybody understand. The more people participate in this pre-sale, the more people buy that BLNX token, the more you can benefit anyway by then opening packages with that BLNX and still make money every single day. 2%, 3%. We'll see. This, again, we're checking packages. We want them to be very juicy so that people are incentivized to, sure, use the OSC, OES, use the, your Pi, use all of those, but then add that to your portfolio. Add the BLNX token, and there is going to be a separate where you can specifically use BLNX 50-50, 60-40. We don't know yet. We're going to check. We're going to see what is financially reasonable for us long term, because again, the BLNX is definitely something that once all these sales are done with all of your tokens, eventually BLNX is the one. It's the one that's going to stay forever. That's the one that's going to stay forever. So, these 50-50s with the OES, these 50-50s, 40-60s, whatever it is with Pi, they're here. They're going to be around more weeks, a month, too. Again, I don't know. That's for Alexei and Simon to decide together. However, the BLNX is going to be the main one, so grab as much as you can. That's, again, not financial advice, but it's what I see, because I can personally tell you that's what's going to stay. That is what's going to stay, and what you'll be able to use for packages long term, and not necessarily be having to pay 100% in USDT. Everybody else who comes in 3 months from now, 6 months from now, they're going to see it on the DEX. They're going to have to buy directly from the smart contract. They're going to have to buy those 40 billion or whatever is floating around. They're going to have to buy that. They're not going to get the pre-sale. You're now going to be able to get the pre-sale at a 70% discount, and not at 0.001, but at 0.000, what is it, 3? Yeah, if I'm not mistakenly, 0.303. That is the price you're going to be paying for it. So again, many of you have had it already. Many of you hold it already. Sure, add some more. Why not? Because these are the numbers, and all this is going to be on chain. You can verify, again, once the smart contract is out, you can see, 40 billion are in this address, 40 billion are in this one, 170 billion are in that one. And the address that has 170 billion is the one that is manually controlled by the company, myself included. Okay, let's make this very clear, myself included. Access to those 170, and those are the ones that are going to be used for the 136 billion that are 100. Again, all these numbers, don't get too complex, don't think too much. It's all going to be in the document. 170 billion, 136 are going to be, for the pre-sale, and everything else has to be sent, airdropped to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, who have, either either from the registrations, right? There's a lot that has to be sent on registrations, a lot to send. And for the ones who have invested in, who have open packages, right, and earned the proper BLNX, all those are going to be sent to their corresponding users and wallets. And then again, this other 136 billion available. So, so yeah, that's the biggest news this week. And stay tuned. All the material is going to be out. Everything's going to be out. And congratulations. Many of you have been waiting for this for many weeks and months. So that closes the BLNX part. And to, well, go back very quickly, I'll wrap up a little the presentation on how I usually do it, right? So I failed to mention something at the beginning of this presentation, as Simon always shows and I always explain. Please, for those who are new here, there's many documents, there's many files that you can find on the main website, mostly about, when the company started, the registration that's on the, we want to ask questions. So yeah, of course, all questions welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this, all questions welcome. You can raise your hand, you can write in chat. I will, go through it. You can check documents online, and every couple of weeks, there's new documents being released. Alexei himself finally got his company documents in London. So, in order to actually manage the gold store in London, because there's a lot of laws and a lot of paperwork that has to be done, all the usual bureaucracy things that, one has to, excuse me, take care of. This week, I think, I'm not sure if it's been released yet, actually, because again, I'm just fully focused on the crypto this week. But I think, yes, that's the new certificate on the right that Alexei was able to get a hold of. And again, all this stuff you can check on the main government websites. You don't have to just trust the PDF. Never just trust the PDF. Yes, Ali Malik, no problem. All questions, I'll answer right after this. Do not worry. You'll all get a chance for it. Never just trust PDFs. Please do your due diligence, do background checks, check that everything actually exists on databases. That's the first thing. Secondly, there's also some insurance certificates that I think have already been publicly announced today or yesterday, or if not, they're also going to be out this week. Again, Simon knows every couple of weeks we do our best to provide more and more and more. We don't just have one document on the site. Every time there's more. Every time more is being added, little by little, because remember, we have other things to do as well. We're more than happy to be here for the community, but remember, our main business is not the 2% packages. This is just a marketing stunt, right? Our main business is the gold, so please keep that in mind respectfully. So that's why, we're not just like those projects that just go, oh, look, let's make 100 events every single week. Let's go take pictures, take selfies. That's not how it works, right? Again, for the leaders, please, you're welcome. We will support you in any way you can. But, for the management team, we have other things to do, again, respectfully. So keep that in mind as well. But we do our best to support, as much as we can. So yeah, going back to the documents, every time there's new documents being released, Alexander has been very understanding with all this. In the last Zoom call that we had, the other day, I don't recall what day it was exactly. He was happy to be there, but even I could tell, man, he has other things to do. But again, it's a matter of respect, and we're happy to be here until this sector forms completely and runs on its own, right, without us. We want to, like a little kid, you teach them how to go on the bicycle, and then the bicycle just runs on its own without the little wheels, right? So that's the whole point of this, to this team that we're creating, for all of you to be able to carry on Bullionx on your own without the management team and people such as myself always being here. That's why we're doing our best with Simon, Sherry, creating, just creating this team that will last, many years. So I think I have pretty much touched down on everything. Again, this was a mostly crypto-focused Zoom call. It was very different than all the other ones. However, yeah, I spoke on the origins of the company, how percentages are earned, so how profits are earned from us, and why we're able to be so generous at this point in time, and where the company is heading for you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand where the focus is. Because yeah, 2% a day is great. It's awesome. Sure, being able to use your tokens, that's great. That's awesome. However, do think more long term. That's the whole point. It's to at the end of the day, Bullionx and the BLNX token, that is the mother coin, that is the main thing of the company, the main products of the company is gold and the crypto directly related to the company. That is what our attention is going to go on 2026, 2027, the next bull run in 2030, whenever that may be. Let's see how things go with President Trump, whether you like him or not. Let's see what he has in store for us. Hopefully, many good things, and it's going to be a very nice bull market. So choose your coins wisely for crypto investors in this chat. In this call, please choose your crypto wisely, invest wisely. Never put more than you can afford to lose. And yeah, and let's see what are the best cryptos for the portfolio this bull run. And I hope everyone makes the best decisions. Simon, Sherry, again, if I missed something, let me know. And if not, I pass it on to you. And all questions, welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, Simon. Let's move to. Sorry, thank you, Michael. Sorry, my bad. I invite Simon to share first. His we go accordingly, and later on at the end you can take the questions as well, like a few questions. Okay. So, Simon, please, would you like to?
Okay, thank you so much for for wonderful explanation from
And
Mike.
so one last thing, Simon, can you please also highlight a little bit about this last week of promotion? Yeah, thank you.
That for sure. That's my job right now. So basically, let me hold on. Let me share the screen for everybody. Easy to see that. Okay. By the way, happy Chinese New Year for all of you who have celebrated the Chinese New Year. Right now is 1 hour 10 minutes after the Eve. So we are in the New Year. So and here's the promotion for only 7 days. We start from yesterday until February 2nd. And that, I think this is wonderful. Why? Because whatever packet, no, not the packet, like 2%. So a packet is 2% a day, 300 days. The company accept we pay only 40% for the USDT and 60% for all the token. So you see the list of the token, on down there, So that means, for example, right? I have a very good example here. If people can put a $400 USDT, if they can put a 400 USDT in, let me show you here, step by step here. So that's a very important part of the promotion. Only 7 days, for this promotion. And let's see here. Okay. Just basically, I don't know why I cannot open it. Okay. Okay, just for you to remind you, or maybe some people don't know, just contact your upline, the person to sponsor you in. Let's say with the special promotion for the city. So that means every packet we can use 60% of the token, the coin, at the very good rate to pay for the pay for the packet. So for example here, you can transfer, for example, $80. And we take advantage of the 40% by USDT and 60% by any token. So when we pick up the packet, the plan, 2% a day, 300 days, that means every working day, we got 2%. And the plan pay out for 300 working days. So that means 14 months. So when we go the second step, when we put the $80 there, and we pick up the right plan, 2%, 300 working day. So after we activate, the packet become $1,000 because the 40/50. We put the 400 USDT in, no, 80 USDT in. And when we activate the packet is $200. So the $200 because we use $120 for all the token. So all we need to do to send the token, the receipt, the proof of the payment transfer to the company. So $120 to the company later, no later than 2 days. So again, if we put the $80 USDT, we buy the packet equivalent. The packet is $200. $120 we pay buy another token. So with the $200 every single day, we got a $4. So the whole month, 22 second day, about $88 a month. And the plan going to pay out for 14 months before the contract over. So that very much the very, very, very special. And I understand why the company doing that, because they want to offer for the mass market of people coming before the token, the packet of the token will be sold on the, on the Binance smart contract. So very much, and please, if you don't understand, don't worry. You can ask your upline, the one to sponsor you, so they will explain to you. So thank you so much. I hand over to you, Sari.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael. Just 1 second, please. I believe you can hear me, yeah?
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud and clear. Just 1 second. Okay, so my turn. And basically, today I stand before you as a leader, and that, just like as testimony, but with the power of vision and with just like belief on the system. But at a Bullionx, we're not just mining gold, we are mining dreams, future, legacies. So each one of you, greatness. So the journey may be challenging, but remember, every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. So it's thorough. These challenges we grow, learn. So the key to success in network marketing lies in our ability to inspire and motivate and uplift our teams around us. You got my point? Responsibility to lead by example. So show your team that success is not just about the members. Success is just about achieving the goals. So they will be motivated by. So when they see your dedication, passion, and commitment. So remember, success in network marketing is not just a solo journey. So it's a collective effort. Achievements, no matter how small, they do like $10 package, appreciate them. $20 package, appreciate them. Listen and help them whenever they are in need, whenever they contact. Don't delay the things, because when someone is talking to you, speaking to you, calling to you, okay, just pay full attention, because everyone needs time. Every person needs your attention, being as a leader. Okay, don't know, you never know. One day that leader whom you are considering is not leader could become a very, very big passionate leader whose dream. So stay focused on your vision, keep pushing forward, even when the things get thorough, some challenging and tough. So in conclusion, let me embrace the journey with enthusiasm and determination. Okay, so let's inspire and uplift each other. So together we can create a future filled with success, prosperity, and fulfillment. Okay, so these are my last words. And I now want to invite Mrs. Sarang, who is also gold member. So just for information, I was also the gold member, and I'm leading the Pakistan and UK. So I want to say, if you have some flame of success in yourself, so one day you could be also leading the world. okay, still some countries, and helping the people all around the country. In this company have this charm. You can make your international teams and you can be international leader right now. This is just the beginning. This is just the start of the journey, and there is a long way we have to go. Okay, so we need you and you need us, and together we grow successfully. Thank you so much. And I now invite Mrs. Sarang, and I'm thankful also invited me into this company. So he's my true leader. Thank you so much. So Mrs. Sarang, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sari sir. Thank you so much. It was being a very, very great presentation by Michael, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Simon sir, for letting me, allowing this opportunity to change the life of many people. And as Sherry sir said, that this is being a very great and wonderful opportunity for all of you. So you must take a chance and let think that nobody could left whoever from the one academy or any other currencies who felt that they are into loss. So this Bullionx is giving you a chance and opportunity to change your financial fortune. So that's it for from my side. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sarisa.
Mr. Usman, can you please unmute yourself? Is also one of the gold member, and you please message me your username Usman so I can unmute you.
Yes, I'm already unmute.
Okay, thank you. Please
Hello,
continue.
everybody. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are all fine, and we are very happy to join this Bullionx, and we are very thankful to Simon Lee, Ferry brother, and also Michael, and they give us a lot of a big opportunity to we can make a lot of money from here, and we can use our coin, OES, Pi, and different other tokens, and we can make a lot of money from here because this is amazing opportunity, and that project us give us a great opportunity because we spend our tokens, coins, which we already have. We last 5 years, 7 years, more than 8 years. Okay, so this is a golden opportunity, and also we can get a lot of BNX token from this project, and because it will be backed by the real gold. So that company is based by gold mining, and also it will be a big momentum creating all over the world, and I think it will be a biggest community in cryptocurrency, and also people enjoyed a lot of financial freedom from it. So it's amazing project, and here in different cities in Dubai and India, Europe, UK, a lot of country, our leaders are coming in very speedily, very fast, because this opportunity is amazing. So I request to all, yeah, you should very seriously on it, this Bullionx, because opportunity it like that. I think it's amazing, and they are they giving us a lot of money, like 2%, 2.5% per day, and also adjusting the different tokens, different coins. So I request to all, because dude, I think which leader known about all that things, they are working more than 20 hours. They forget sleep, they forget eating, like that, because there is making a lot of money, and every day you are getting your money in USDT and without any detection. So this project is going amazing, because every person want money and duplication, and this is, and you all are lucky, because it's just like starting, just like a beginning. Okay, so I good luck to all. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, and I do appreciate Usman your concerns and your sharings, and I would like to announce everyone that Mr. Usman is like very fastest achiever in Bullionx. In just 10 days, he became the gold member, and he is very determined, and he's working like almost whenever I make a call, he's awake. So I wonder what time he sleeps. So he's 24 hours leader, and he's leading the Pakistan market as well at the moment. So he's working very, very hard, and hopefully he'll achieve the next ranks very, very soon, very quickly. I do appreciate and hope for best for him. But before going closing the meeting, we would like to take two questions, because actually, to be honest, we have so many packed up meetings. We have another meeting after this, but the thing is, due to shortage of time, we take two important questions. No problem. So, Mr. Nasir, you are the first one. Would you please like to ask the questions, but please ask the short questions. So one question is would be okay to ask. Thank you so much. I unmute you. Michael, would you please take his question? Thank you. Nasir, you can unmute yourself, please.
Well, thank you very much, Sherry and Michael, Simon Lee, and other leaders. It's a very, very nice presentation done by Mr. Michael. Every aspect of the question almost have been covered in Michael's presentation. One question is there from my side is what will you do with these Pi coins or OES or other coins if there is no future of OES coins? Because up till now we are not looking anything further is going behind this. And second, well, okay, well, I will ask only one question. What will be the future of this OES and PyCoin, what you are going, and how you are putting money in this system, in this platform, like people are investing thousands and thousands of coins, like OES. What how you are paying the profit from your own side, what you are giving to people, like we are paying 40% in USDT, and you are paying from your side 60%, and how you are giving the profit against this 60%. Thank you.
Thank you for the question, Nasir. Absolutely normal, completely logical question. The answer is simple. It's marketing budget. That's all there is. In terms of from where the money's coming from, just coming from the company. We are fully aware that that money is coming obviously from our pockets. Needless to say, you don't need to be, no one needs to be a genius to understand that. That's 100% coming from the marketing budget that we do have in line, and that's included in all of this. Yes, short run, of course, it's not well, what's the word? I don't want to say profitable because it's made the community bigger. It's made Bullionx more well known. So it's a simple answer. It is part of the expenses that Bullionx is paying. It's part of the expenses that it's paying, and we're more than happy to do that. And yeah, for 300 days, 365 days, whatever that may be, it's part of what's already included in the budget. I have made all the calculations for the next year and a half to 2 years, and I'm fully aware of it. But again, we're thinking more long term. We're thinking again, most of the money that comes in from the actual gold deals that we do on a daily basis. So again, we're not greedy. I don't want to say we don't care because that sounds unprofessional, but it's part of the marketing budget, and we're more than happy to do that. That's the second part of your question. And the first part of the question, what we're going to do with those coins, the answer is nothing. We're more than fully aware, there's no butterflies and rainbows here. We're more than fully aware that at least for now, things do change in life. And I'll give you an example. But at least for now, we are fully aware that those tokens are within their own community, right? They're within their own community. They're not on a blockchain, but you never know what can happen. And I'll give you an example of that. When again, maybe Dogecoin is not the best example because of course it's on the blockchain, but if you think about 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, when Dogecoin started as a joke and people were using it, I remember back in 2019, I heard about it once. They were using it on some closed video game groups, and they were just sending it between each other, and no one really cared about it. It was a meme coin. It was a joke. And then all of a sudden now it's in the top 10, top 15 because one person spoke about it, or Elon Musk gave it some importance. We never know what's going to happen with any of the community's tokens that are being brought in. Are we counting on it? Absolutely no. No, we don't. Right now we're just taking it as it is, helping again, marketing budget. Like it's I don't want to say a sacrifice, but part of the marketing budget, like taking a hit, so to speak, for more long-term profits. However, we're going to keep them. It's not like we're just going to burn them and throw away the wallets with the amount in it. We never know what's going to happen. Maybe somebody within your community, some, leaders or whatever, they may think of something. Again, what we're doing right now, I think I spoke about this. I did speak about this in one of the previous Zoom calls. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the word value, right? Value, we give things and people value. Right now, you're using, like you yourselves, OES, Pi, your token has value. It's not useless because you're making money out of it by bringing it into the company. It may not be on the blockchain, it may not be somewhere else, but we gave it value. Who knows if tomorrow, if a month from now, a year from now, there's going to be other people like Bullionx who decide, hey, did you see what happened in 2025? Maybe we should do ABC with this. Maybe we can give it value as well. And we're going to hold a lot of that token and maybe we could do something off of it. I don't know. Are we relying on it? Absolutely no. This has been, again, marketing budget. It was part of the marketing budget and we're more than happy to do so. But we never know what's going to happen with the tokens. What are we going to do? Nothing for now. If you have a follow-up question to these two questions, I'm more happy to answer. I think I answered it. Do let me know if you would like any more details on it.
Thank you, Michael. We take one more question and we finish it. And the question from Ali Malik. Ali, you can unmute yourself, please.
Hello, Sherry sir. How are you? Mr. Simon, Mr. Sarang, and Mr. Michael. It's a good evening here. Okay, my question with Mr. Michael, okay, about this Bullionx. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please continue.
Yes, of course. I'm waiting.
Okay, Michael. My question is first part of question is that it's very good Bullionx for investment. Okay, it's pretty good. Okay, and we appreciate that. Okay, for investors, it's a very charming, very good, and very great opportunity for investors. But second part, I'm looking for as a networker, as a marketer. Okay, there is not a good charm for networking. Okay, it's a networking commission, level commission. It's only 5 levels. Just calculating business for promotion. It's silver, brown, and these gold. Okay, and it's my opinion that you need to think about this portion also. We need to attract more people, more networkers. Okay, not only investors. Okay, we need to make a big community. Okay, and that is possible with good commissions and levels commission. That's it.
Sherry or Simon, if you could help me because I did not hear the question. It was cutting off half the time.
All right, okay.
And it was very low.
So what I've understood, if I'm not wrong, basically he's talking about the level systems because, if we could increase like up to unlimited for the referral commission and like, for the are up to 10 levels. And second thing is that, for the rank promotions, we always discuss and suggested this in our documents, which I referred you remember? I sent you a document about the improvements and suggestions from the leaders.
I remember, yes, I briefly saw it in the last couple of days. However, I do feel this question is going to be more directed to Simon and Alexei.
So
because when it comes to marketing,
Michael, that's something we will work on. Many of us, we believe in the power of the community. If we have a mass market of the member, huge amount of member, so the value of the company, the value of the token, the value of our product will be increased. So his question is, find some way to support for the networker more than the big investor. So talking about, maybe easy to manage the organization, the complaint, more maybe reward, just something let's understand that. So that's why let me talk to Alexei and with the top leader, we find the solution and recommend to the company later. So I understand about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Heard you.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael, you want to say something?
Again, so last thing I'll add, any of these, any marketing related, again, these type of questions, Simon and Alexei and even you, Sherry, sure, get build me a, I don't want to say a list of things that you believe would work. You bring them to me. Simon or Alexei brings it to me. I check the financial part of it, and if it ticks all the boxes, if it makes sense financially, then I'll just give it the green light. You know. So but again, the whole structure, you take care of it. You three take care of it. Take all again all these potential changes, and
Yeah.
once they've been quote unquote pre-approved by Simon and Alexei and yourself, Sherry, talk within yourselves, and if all of you three unanimously agree with it, then pass it on to me. I'll check it. I'm like, hey, look, they agree with it. Now I'm going to make sure it makes sense financially and it doesn't put us into too much of a minus, you know, long term. And if it makes sense, then I have no problem approving it. So let's do it in that hierarchical way. And I'm more than happy to, you know, take these type of the changes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Simon. And it's a very good appreciated from leader's point of view. So I have already taken the suggestion because, to be honest, I believe on the participative management and the participative working. So I take the consideration and the suggestions, feedbacks from all the team members. I invited every leader to give their feedback, and even I asked the Sarang and his teams as well that if they want to include it, and I made the proper PDF documents. I forwarded to Simon as well, you as well. But we more seriously considered these options, and tomorrow we will discuss in our mutual group, and I mean how we can make some changes which help people to feel comfortable, because at the moment, to be honest, and many people say like after 5 levels we get nothing. How do we help the teams which going beyond the 5 level, things like that. But anyhow, we'll discuss this. Obviously we'll try to suggest, obvious, then company can see if there's some positive changes could be made, and which are not affecting the financial position of the company on long-term basis. So obviously we'll work on it. Rest assured, our team, my lovely leaders, we are on it, and we're taking consideration, but these things takes a little bit time sometime. Okay, so please give us some time. We are on it. Obviously we are the most affected one also as well. I mean, you can find Simon is also we are also leader, and obviously we also have to think, so it will benefit each and every one of us. So one important thing, many people asked what's going to happen after this week. So Michael has although given the reply in this in the chat, but it is very, very important, guys, and kings and queens, I must say, this week. Okay, it's very, very important. Company has turned the table only for this week. You do understand? You remember the last date was 1st Feb. So company was deciding, I mean, last time I think it was 19 January. Yeah. So company was deciding to put 60% USDT and 40% coins. But company only because company is gonna launch its own coin and so many positive things coming up. So company has given you 1 week now. You can give your coins to the company, and only 40% dollars. But after 2nd of Feb, many people ask question, what's gonna happen? Is the company gonna increase? But more chances are that it won't be increased, but company may think to increase it at the last end. But at the moment, just keep in mind, work hard, as much benefit as you can, cash your as many coins as you can, convert into USDT. This is your chance, this is your time. Okay, if company do not increase this promotion, please, please, please don't complain, and don't approach to the leaders that ask, please tell company to extend it, please tell company to extend it, because it's company decision. And one more important thing, many people ask, raise concerns, raise on questions, how company is going to manage the things like that. Company is not selling the other coins, company is putting into the wallet. But as company on the bad days can manage like 10-12%, it means company can manage 4%, but not forever. So company, since in every Zoom Michael has clarified every one of you, we are not, I mean, company is not gonna do it forever. These percentages, these promotions, these all are for limited times. But whatever time we have, we should take advantage of it. You get my point? That's a very, very important. Take advantage of it. Just convert your other coins, get benefit of it, take your packages. One thing is sure from the company point of view, whatever contract is open will complete 300 days. You got my point? The company goes into the public exchange, stock exchange, like launches coins, launch private sale, whatever goes happen, whatever contract is open, like for 300 days, for 100 days, yeah, it depends on you which package did you select it. So that complete is that contract won't be finished. More positive points for the people who are thinking, who want to make decision. Okay, so rest assured, company want to go long term. They want to go launch their, they're increasing their coins, so the positive signs that company can manage all this. Which company have you seen show the share capital of 90 million? Tell me even single name of company which put on the real documents of the government documents that we have 90 million share capital. None of them. This is the first company. Obviously, if they have, they can declare it. But it's been very, very participative. Yeah, Michael, please.
I will add one thing. Yes, for the people who are not worried, but for the people who would like more after the second, of course, yes, enjoy what's coming. And I mean, enjoy what you have, enjoy the tokens. But I will directly tell you, February, you're going to enjoy these same rates, these same percentages, however, or more with the Bullionx. So February is the month of the Bullionx token. For now, yes, keep enjoying this week, all the tokens you have, enjoy the pie, enjoy the OES for this week, sure, have fun. However, don't be too sad. Don't be too let down. Oh, look, after the February 2, we're not going to have the 60-40. You may have it with Bullionx. You may or may not have it. I'm not giving you any promises right now. Again, let's wait for the official documents. Wait for everything to be official. But don't be too let down. Don't be too let down. We're not going to, again, we want to hold on to people long term. And as I mentioned, the point, because again, as Nasir, if I'm not mistaken, please excuse me if I mispronounce your name, as he properly asked, what are you doing with those coins? Nothing. Those coins are just going to sit there. However, the Bullionx coins are not just going to sit there. Those are coins that we want to keep moving around into the system, not just sit there in a wallet. We give them, the company puts them out there for sale, or, and then when people use those coins to then actually buy gold at the gold stores or within the packages, they come back to us. And then we put them out again. They come back to us and then we sell them out again. So it's going to be a circle. It's always going to be circulating. So that is the difference between the tokens you're all enjoying right now, because again, you have a lot of them, from what I understood. You have a lot of them. So please give them away. Enjoy, as you just said, Sherry. However, do not be bummed out. Do not be sad. You're going to enjoy a lot, if not the same, if not better, promotions with the Bullionx one. Okay, so yeah, don't be too bummed out, guys. It's going to be good. February is going to be very interesting. Let's see how it goes. You never know how it's going to go, how the market's going to react. So I think 50% USDT and 50 other coins like country forever close after close this promotion. Let's see. Again, also, I'm doing the math on that. Again, considering a 50% with an in-house token like Bullionx, I am still doing all the math on that. I have one or two more partners and people in the firm helping with this to make sure if there's a potential for this to be long term. Because again, if the tokens go up in value, and they will, and market cap increases and all that, once the liquidity is put in, we can be quote unquote losing, then we have no problem on running long-term promotions for a long time. So let's see what we can do with the Bullionx. So get ready for that.
Simon, would you like to say final words, please, and we close?
That's a wonderful, the Zoom with a lot of information, even though the new information from the company, from the Michael. I love when they say the token can not also for the buying discount for the gold in the future, but the token can use up to 50% of the new packet. The BLNS token. So something very interesting. Remember, like we have only few days left for the 40% by the USDT, 60% by other token, and take advantage of that. We need to build a mass the mass number of member, even though they come in $20-$40, that's okay, and let's share the opportunity for many other people so we can build a mass community, and the value of our token will be go up when we have a community. So take advantage of that. And this week, maybe right after, when we have a tokenomics, the pre-sale, we will have a Zoom again, and all the question will be asked, and we can answer. So thank you so much one more time, Sherry, Michael, all of you, and happy Chinese New Year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Simon. Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Simon,
It was an absolute pleasure.
Michael and Simon, I shared the link for other meeting. Yeah, I shared the meet already with you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Cheers, everyone.
Take care. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.